What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia wants Golovkin or Deverencheko next after his destruction of Gabe Rosado. Jaime Munguia wants a title shot against the IBF middleweight champion Gennady Golovkin or a fight eliminator next following his 12-round unanimous decision over Gabriel Rosado last Saturday in Anaheim, California. Munguia isn't ranked high with the IBF at number 12, but he puts him in a poor position to get a title shot against Golovkin unless he's willing to give him the opportunity in a voluntary defense. Golovkin has his sights set on a fight with Canelo Alvarez in early 2022, but if he doesn't get that match, he might be willing to give Munguia a title shot. There was no doubt that the 25-year-old Munguia had done enough to earn a decision at the end of the fight. Of course, the judges were all in agreement, and Munguia showed a lot of toughness, outworking Rosado and taking a lot of hard punches from the former two-time world challenger in their main event on DAZN. He said, "Yes, we're ready for Golovkin, but I want to fight with Deverencheko as well," said Munguia. "A lot of experience for my career," Munguia said when asked what he thought of his opponent, Rosado. Let me counterpunch. I feel Munguia's ready for whatever. I feel Munguia, I like how he'll take one or the other. Because a lot of fighters these days, they just want that big shot, They don't want to work for shit. They don't want to, hey, let me understand the steps to this. If I can't get this, let me get that, a lesser fight, so it can prepare me for the fight that I ultimately want. But I think Jaime's in a good space. He showed that his offense is better than a lot of people's, and his offense is enough to win fights. I want him to work on his defense, but his offense is at times his best defense, like he showed us against Gabe Rosado last night. And I think Deverencheko is a good fight, but I think Deverencheko is that step he would need for that Golovkin fight. Now, as far as Golovkin, it would be up to Golovkin if Golovkin would take a fight with Jaime Munguia instead of the Murata guy that he's waited all year to fight. I think that Golovkin wouldn't take a fight with Munguia, okay? Because if he didn't take Andrade, if he didn't take Jermall Charlo, if he didn't take the likes of those guys, he's not going to take Munguia either. But if I was Munguia, I would want to take Golovkin now while Golovkin is still active, okay? Because we don't know what'll happen in the Murata fight, and we don't know how long in periods between him deciding to fight or not another opponent. So I think that if I'm Munguia's team, I would want the Golovkin fight. The Golovkin fight is the fight that I would go for. Why? He's only been beaten once, and that's by Saul Canelo Alvarez. And if he could outwork Golovkin like he did Rosado last night, he will be that guy that shares the win with Canelo Alvarez, okay? And that's big on his resume. And I think the type of whooping that he could possibly put on Golovkin, it would be an all-out war, mind you. He could do enough to retire Golovkin, and that means a lot. Just for that fight to happen would mean a lot for Munguia. Would it be a step up? Of course it would. But I think it's necessary right now. Jaime Munguia is a guy that's been around for a while now. He's been building his resume, and I like what I see. Gabe Rosado was a strong gatekeeper, okay? And you look what he did to him. Just outworked him, did what he needed to do to get the win. That's how it's done. And Jaime Munguia, if anyone deserves that type of fight, it's him. Give it to him. If I'm Golovkin, I think Golovkin has been on tunnel vision about the Canelo fight. And if it comes down between him wanting to fight Canelo again or fighting someone like Munguia, he's going to take Canelo. But I hope Canelo stays where he's at 168, avoids that fight at all costs to allow Golovkin to either retire or fight one of the other guys that are there, like Jaime Munguia. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Jaime calling out Golovkin, calling out Deverencheko. Tell me what you think. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.